Welcome to Doing More. I'm Erica Cardenas. As the housing market grows and the lack of affordable housing becomes prominent for families in the Phoenix metro area, Habitat for Humanity Central Arizona continues to explore innovative ways to address this critical issue. Habitat for Humanity Central Arizona is a nonprofit organization that helps families build and improve places to call home. They believe affordable housing plays a critical role in strong and stable communities, and a mission to place God's love into action and bring people together to build homes, communities, and hope. As they work towards final stages of completion of the home, Habitat for Humanity Central Arizona continues to lead the charge towards innovative and sustainable ways to increase affordable housing. This nonprofit organization just completed building Arizona's first 3D printed home. Check out our exclusive tour.
Habitat for Humanity's a nonprofit, faith-based mission. We serve the needs of people who need affordable housing, and our mission is bringing people together to build homes, communities, and hope. Behind us is the first 3D printed home in the United States by a Habitat affiliate out of nearly 1,200 affiliates across the country. We're pretty excited about that. We're hoping that this experimental process will yield a faster home that's cheaper and with less waste. And if we can do that, that could be a game changer for the affordable housing business.
Well, what you see behind us represents the start of what we believe to be many new affordable houses, in the U.S. market, and our collaboration with Habitat of Humanity is very special to us because as a company who believes in sustainability and investing in people and countries, it really speaks to our core values to be and delivering this first home.
None of these things happen free and cheap, and so we just appreciate the partnership of Cox and all of its employees, who, by the way, come out and help build. We're still going to have hammers and nails in this 3D home. The walls are the only thing being printed by the printer. The rest is going to be regular wood construction above that.
We're absolutely excited. I mean, we can't wait to take this journey, like we said, with everyone. I mean, it's going to be, it's new to everybody, it's new to everyone, so the technology is new, so the journey is going to be fantastic. Can't wait.
This was wonderful today to have all the sponsors out and the volunteers that are helping on this. We are so thankful for everyone that's given us this opportunity, and we are just so happy to be getting this wonderful house.
Thankful to you guys. I mean, we appreciate you guys so much, and thank you guys for taking this journey with us.
The custom single-story home combines 3D printing and traditional construction to create an innovative model for the future, a scalable, cost-effective home ownership solution to address the affordable housing crisis facing communities nationwide. For more information, go to habitatcaz.org. I'll be back with more on Doing More right after this. Welcome back to Doing More. We're here touring Habitat for Humanity, Arizona's first 3D printed home. Designed by the world-renowned team at Candelaria Design, the new 3D printed home project is a single-family home with 3 bedrooms and 2 baths. The livable space is 1,700 square feet, and the total project is 2,500 square feet. 70 to 80% of the home is 3D printed, including all internal and external walls. The remainder of the house is traditional construction. Cox Communications is dedicated to improving communities through future innovations and volunteering. Take a look.
Cox has a long-standing history of doing more in the community and helping, and we do that through a variety of ways. We give money to organizations, but we also give our manpower. Our employees love to volunteer, and it allows us to do hands-on work to help make good things happen, like this Habitat for Humanity home. We're here with about a dozen Cox volunteers today, and we're working on this Habitat for Humanity home, and it's a very unique home. It's a 3D printed home, and we're lucky today we're getting to do some of the finishing work inside. We're putting up some molding, and we're helping just start to put the finishing touches on this amazing home.
We've brought some field techs and volunteers here to install technology at the new Habitat for Humanity 3D home. It's really great to see how technology is even putting walls up. Today, we've brought some housewarming gifts along to the family, and our guys are installing televisions. We're putting in home security, gig level speeds, internet speeds, cable television. We're also doing home security, and we're going to put cameras and sensors, touchpads throughout the house for the family. As you know, the Cox employees, we love where we work, but we also love to give back to those areas that we serve and where we do business every day. So this is really a labor of love to be part of this family's history and the next chapter of their lives.
So it's really great today as we have our top leader here in the Southwest region, Percy Kirk, our region manager, and he is in this house with a saw, with a nail gun, with a hammer, and he is helping our employees make this a home for the family that's going to be lucky enough to live here.
So Cox is excited to be involved with this Cox Smart Home Habitat for Humanity project. This is really exciting work for me and most importantly our company. We love being involved in projects like this that can make a difference. And while I'll tell you, I'm not even close to being the best or even good at this kind of work. It does help you and makes you feel good about trying to help and make a difference.
What's exciting about this 3D printed home is that it is very environmentally friendly and is very efficient, and it certainly aligns with our value of sustainability. And we believe that this is the future of homes that we would like to see Habitat for Humanity built in the future.
We headed to Las Vegas where we commemorated women in observance of Women's History Month. Let's take a look.
Each year, the month of March is designated as Women's History Month, honoring women's contributions in American history, culture, and society. As a tribute, this month Cox Communications is recognizing the trailblazing women and organizations who inspire kindness and hope. Entrepreneur and president of the Nevada State Board of Education, Felicia Ortiz, is a strong advocate for our educators and administrators. Ortiz says she believes a solid education gave her the opportunity to become the leader she is today.
So the reason I moved to Las Vegas is I had just gotten my degree in accounting, and I knew that there's plenty of money to count in Vegas, so I knew that there would be opportunities here career-wise. After a while of working in corporate America, I decided I wanted to be my own boss. I am the CEO of PM Solutions Consulting, a small consulting firm here in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Her hard work and community service, along with a passion for the power of public education, led Ortiz to the Nevada Board of Education. First appointed by Governor Sandoval in 2016, she eventually secured a seat during the following election.
I feel like education is what gave me the opportunity to have all that I have today. And education is one of those things that anyone can get and no one can take away.
Organizations dedicated to helping women in the community are also celebrated by Cox Communications. Project Maryland, Girls on the Run, Dress for Success, and the Girl Scouts of Southern Nevada each received a $2,500 donation from Cox.
Project Maryland was founded in April of 2019 with the mission of giving everyone a healthy and dignified period. 2 out of 5 people who menstruate cannot afford period supplies in any given year due to lack of income.
The mission of Dress for Success is to empower women so that they can be economically independent and the development tools that she needs to be successful in work and in life.
Girls on the Run is a social emotional learning program. We work with girls in 3rd through 8th grade and teach them the life skills they need to accomplish big goals.
Girl Scouts of Southern Nevada serves our community of girls from kindergarten all the way to 12th grade, 5-year-old to 17-year-old.
Like these organizations, Felicia Ortiz also mentors young women in her state.
Being in the position that I'm in the community as well, is that I get the opportunity to influence and help be a role model for other people that are interested in doing what I do, especially young Latinas that are interested in becoming business owners themselves.
March is a perfect time to show your solidarity with these hardworking leaders and service providers by supporting role models like Wendy, Norma, Kate, and Kimberly, and by thinking how you can make a difference.
If I can help other people to realize their dreams and to go after them with gusto, then I think I'll have succeeded in life.
Women's History Month 2022 takes place from March 1st through March 31st.
Women's History Month is nationally celebrated in March and recognizes the achievements women have made throughout American history. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Doing More, where we shine a light on the good things happening in our communities. We're here touring Habitat for Humanity, Arizona's first 3D printed home. Cox Communications is the Cox Smart Home sponsor of Habitat Arizona's first 3D printed home. Cox provided in-kind support that enhanced the family's smart home experience with Cox products such as Contour, Gig Speed Internet, and Home Life, free of charge for a year, plus other Wi-Fi enabled smart devices such as smart TVs, fitness equipment, and other small kitchen appliances. Lowe's is a co-sponsor alongside Cox Communications, and each has provided $50,000 cash support as well as in-kind support and equipped the home with larger appliances. Take a look at a remarkable art mural project consisting of 28 murals representing the 28 days of February in honor of Black History Month.
This project is inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement, so we tried to put a Black Lives Matter street mural in the street, and the city denied it. So the community wanted to see representation of themselves, so we decided to paint 28 murals representing the 28 days in Black History Month and make it educational. As we were doing research for this project, we figured out, when I say we, I mean my team, figured out there was a lot that we didn't know about Black history. We wanted to know if there were other areas that was experiencing that and wanted to be involved with the educational project. And so we just ventured out to different cities, and we first teamed up with the Dallas Independent School District, and they said that they loved the idea and they definitely wanted to bring it. Then we went to Compton and then Atlanta Public Schools, so it just kept blossoming. So the difference with the murals this year is we teamed up with the school districts, and so we're having the students write 85 essays in total, and we're going to take those essays and attach them to the mural via QR code. So let's just say an individual is standing in front of the mural, let's say like Tommy Smith, they don't know who Tommy Smith is, they can hover their phone over the QR code and the student's essay will pop up and inform them about the contributions of Tommy Smith. Some of the positive things that we've seen with this project, I can tell you a story. One of our artists' name is Jason B. Gay. He was painting the Matthew Henson and Betsy Coleman mural, and it was a young man that was riding his bike, and he was going home, and then he saw the mural, and so he stopped. And then he came over to the mural, and he just looked up. And I went to him, and I said, you know, do you know who these people are? And he said, no. I said, did you know these are our people? And he said, wow. And he just stood there and he said, can I just look at this? And that translated to me, can I just take this in? And I just knew from there, he just knew more possibilities were available for him. And so for me, just seeing the reaction from the community and the kids, it's very important to have representation of themselves so they can see the possibilities of what they can be, and it's not limited. My goal for this project is to continue to paint these murals in different cities and collaborate with more schools. So if people would like more information about the project or they want to donate, they could go to our website, which is www.shining-light.org, or they could go to our social media, which is Shining Light FND.
We visited a Rhode Island organization that is helping to meet the special needs of older adults and helping them maintain an independent lifestyle.
It's such an honor and a privilege to serve as the executive director at Meals on Wheels of Rhode Island. When I think back to March of 2020, it was very early in the pandemic environment, but we knew one thing, that older adults were going to be disproportionately impacted by the virus. So we really swung into action to think about what the need could be for older adults statewide, and then to really charge forward and think about how Meals on Wheels, or never mind think about, actually serve and have Meals on Wheels on the front line, responding to the need and keeping older adults safe in their home. Meals on Wheels of Rhode Island delivers 1,500 meals each weekday statewide. During the pandemic, we operated without disruption, serving over 500,000 meals to Rhode Island's older adults. And during the pandemic, our clients told us the Meals on Wheels volunteer is the only person I'm seeing right now. And so it helped them rest assured that they would not only be receiving a nutritious meal, but a safety check and a friendly face at the other side of the door during a very difficult and scary time for all of us. But we wouldn't have been able to do it without our volunteers, who were incredible. They were delivery heroes for our older adults. Each weekday, not missing a beat, without disruption, knocking on the door, bringing that meal, and bringing that friendly face and that smile, letting our older adults know that we were all gonna be okay. Our operating budget relies on donors, generous individuals, foundations, grants, corporate sponsorships. And so we need the support of our donors to be able to deliver on our more than a meal model. This year, due to the pandemic environment, we were unable to host our annual fundraiser in person. We need support more than ever. Each year, we have to raise over $550,000 to implement our mission. The all-inclusive cost of one home-delivered meal is $9.61. So we always ask people to consider that as a donation amount and sponsor one home-delivered meal in the community. Here in Rhode Island, we have an aging population. In the next 10 years, we're gonna add 100,000 seniors to our state population. And we're leaning towards 1 in 4 Rhode Islanders being an older adult. And so that makes us stop and think, what supports will these Rhode Islanders need to age in place, to stay at home, and to make sure that they have access to the care they need? We're all managing a complicated pandemic environment, the demands of work and family, but just to know each day that Meals on Wheels delivers more than a meal, a smile, a life-saving safety check to 1,500 Rhode Islanders statewide is just so incredible.
What a great way of doing more. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Doing More. We're touring Habitat for Humanity Central Arizona's first 3D printed home. Our final stop was at Subaru of El Cajon in San Diego, California, an extraordinary car dealer.
One of the great things about being around Subaru is they've invited us as our particular community outreach center. What we've been able to do is ask our employees to reach out and tell us what they feel passionate about, how they can feed their soul in addition to coming to work here. You can buy a car anywhere, but what we're looking for is how we can become a better member of the community.
How we get people to be positive about doing things for the community and for ourselves at the dealership level is a #1 topic for us here at Subaru of El Cajon. The big question is, how do we do that? The short answer is communication. It's all about good people doing good things for good reasons all the time. If we can find someone's happiness and help them enjoy that even more, we've done a phenomenal job.
The East County Transitional Living Center has been a fantastic charity to connect with. They do a great job of bringing the homeless back into the community and really driving them back into being positive members of the society. We've been fortunate to be able to bring them some of their basic needs, blankets, toilet paper, paper towels, things you wouldn't imagine that 400 people that have nothing need every day.
The support of Subaru of El Cajon and many other groups is really essential to us. When I give tours, I'll tell people, hey, this room here is where we keep all the gold, and the gold is toilet paper. And recently, Subaru did an employee toilet paper collection and brought a big stack of toilet paper over. We go through 2,000 rolls of toilet paper a month. And so, you know, expenses like that we can offset by community involvement. We're so fortunate to have a group like Subaru of El Cajon that would help us and support us.
All the benefactors that are contributing to sponsoring our place has been wonderful, because from the toilet paper to the food to, I mean, income that, you know, all of a sudden is being brought into this place for the resource center, for the activities, for the equipment, has been wonderful, wonderful. And if that makes it much easier for us, for example, for me, because I've been there, it's going to be going on a year, to be able to work with the incoming families that are coming into the ECTLC. I mean, we don't really have to worry about anything, about just going to class, getting ourselves and our minds and our hearts renewed, and being loved. I mean, it's awesome. It's really awesome.
Every day we talk to our employees, our customers, and our community members to give as much as we can and to bring as much joy to the world as possible, because frankly, who doesn't need more joy?
I want to thank Habitat for Humanity Central Arizona for allowing us to tour Arizona's first 3D printed home and for bringing people together to build homes, communities, and hope. Cox Communications commends Habitat for Humanity Central Arizona for the very important work they do by providing shelter for those in need of affordable housing in our communities and for the strides it's taking to employ innovative solutions to close the affordable housing gap. This kind of innovation does not happen without amazing partners and volunteers, and Habitat is extremely grateful to all of them for playing a role in the dedication of a moment of historical innovations. I'm Erica Cardenas. Thanks so much for joining me, and see you next time.